Two little snakes were hissing near their pit. The mother snake came out and said, "What are you doing hissing near our pit? If you want to hiss, go over to Mrs. Pott's pit and hiss." The two little snakes went over to Mrs. Pott's pit to hiss. Mrs. Potts came out and said, "Hey, you two little snakes, what are you doing hissing near my pit? If you want to hiss, go back over to your own pit and hiss." The two little snakes went back to their own pit to hiss. Their mother came out and said, "What are you doing hissing near our pit? I thought I told you to go over to Mrs. Potts' house to hiss." They said, "Mrs. Potts said if we wanted to hiss we had to go back to our own pit to hiss." The mother snake said, "Well, I knew Mrs. Potts before she had a pit to hiss in.